the middle heavens, the great central sun, Christ consciousness, or Krishna consciousness, Buddha consciousness, it doesn't matter, it's just different names to different forms of energy, will be on the physical dimension, meaning heaven on earth. Compassion, gratitude, everything that you get, even a cup of water, it is not your own. It is only given to you because of the grace of God. That's it. It's a marathon to clear your karma. So the world now is progressed towards a projection of matrix where in a higher level, the matrix has been projected into the earth, multi-dimensional projection that peace essentially is required for our planet. And when peace is projected, what is the outcome? There will be upsurge of energy. There's a cleaning process. So this cleaning process is going to be chaotic, but the end result is going to be beautiful. So what I'm showing is the galactic shift is happening at the bottom, and it's going to go all the way up. This is what I'm talking about 3 to 4 years as of now. Gross magnetic energy to spiritual magnetic energy. We all hold Akashic records. It's a marathon to clear your karma. Though you see people on Facebook posting things like nothing is important, nothing is serious, we are in a serious issues here, you know. So whoever I can try to reach out and tell, I'm telling, you know, so you awaken. Your problems, your issues are not isolated. Many people are going through this. And I'm 100% sure because the matrix shows that. Okay? So now, April to October. Look at the screen. April to October is the first conversion and transmutation of energy from gross into spiritual magnetic energy. I am not talking about the sun movement over the 12 zodiac sign. I am talking about a transmutation and a transformation of energy over the zodiac signs. Now, you know, when you take a chart, you plot, you can kind of see who's going to go through what or use numeracy. It doesn't matter now. Everyone is going to go through the change. It's just a matter of time and when. So April to me is the first set of changes that most people are going to go through. So I call it transmutation of energy in our solar system, right up to our roots, our soil, our atmosphere, and our body. The rain is bringing down cosmic energy. The thunder is bringing down cosmic energy. Everything that is happening around us is bringing down cosmic energy. As an outcome, we're feeling so much of heat around us, you know. Most people are dehydrated. You got to get water, you got to get oil. You know, go back to what the elders have taught us. Basically, we have to go back to the ancient ways to try to manage this. This is the body. The body has to adapt. The soul is on a different level. The body is adapting. And to be here, the body is required. And this body is going through change, you know. So where required lifestyle changes are also important. People will say, can I do prayers? And it's not just going to work. It's a holistic thing that's coming together, the mind, the body, and the soul. This is what, you know, the wellness gurus have been talking about for eons now. It's pushing humanity towards this. Karma is going to hit people on the face to clear their lessons of learned. Intense emotions, everyone is going through this. Now it doesn't stop there. So roughly that's the timing we are looking at. It's going to impact our aura. It's going to impact the DNA. So a lot of salt, a lot of oil. Go back to the ancient ways. So whichever culture you come from, if, you know, there's some mechanism to detox. Now the second impact, the second transmutation of energy is going to happen from around November to January next year. We are talking now a conversion of energy from spiritual magnetic energy to pure spiritual energy on the feminine side. Now this is so intense. You know, people have not even cleared the first phase. Second phase is going to hit. And then phase 3 is going to happen somewhere February to April next year, where pure spiritual energy, feminine energy, converted into pure spiritual energy on the masculine side. So we're talking about a galactic energy that's coming down to our Earth atmosphere. So I know, again, I'm just going to say, wake up. We are in a phase of such an intense energetic shift. It is not just about a lifestyle change, it's about a wholeness, conceptual change of everything that we do. Try to make that little changes, you know. Some changes can yield effect. So it is so intense. I'm not here trying to scare people, but the reality has hit the face. Okay, so we are talking about now till next year, intense changes that's going to happen, and it doesn't stop there. So, but anyway, I'm covering up now the 3 levels of energy shift. So in the Vedas, to those who know, this is known as the Samavartaka fire. The fire of the sun is going to change in intensity because it's aligned to other suns. We're going to feel that intense radiation, and that radiation carries light, that radiation carries energy, that radiation carries wisdom. Now, the good side of it, we have other source of energy that's just going to be available. There's no solar system energy. There must be a mechanism, new development coming, how to harness this free energy that God has given us. All right? So that is covered. As a summary, what does this mean? So it means the middle heavens, the great central sun, Christ consciousness or Krishna consciousness, Buddha consciousness, it doesn't matter. It's just different names to different forms of energy, will be on the physical dimension, meaning heaven on earth. But I'm just talking about the middle heavens. There's many layers of the whole energetic patterns. I'm just talking about now the galactic energy. And it doesn't end there. So the Christ consciousness or the Krishna consciousness, that source of energy now is going to move, which most people know as the fifth dimensional matrix, into a 12-dimensional matrix over a period of 3 years. This is an unprecedented shift, and this many are not prepared for. But at least when you are aware, from a fifth dimensional into a 12-dimensional shift. So we are talking about intense shifting of energy that's going to happen from now over the next 4 years. This is a marathon to clear karma again. The next diagram to give you a view where the zodiac signs are. Now remember, your zodiac sign, whichever methodology you look into, it doesn't matter. There will be some link to your actual zodiac. It's talking about the Jiva Atman. Your individual souls are sitting at the zodiac level, and then it further splits into different genders, a different consciousness group. So this energy shift is impacting the soul level. So over there, it's already happened. That is why we are feeling all this change. It's coming down, and it's impacting the physical dimension. We are talking about the individual soul. We are only talking about the Jiva Atman. Now we have higher sources of the self, and that's the Atman and the higher source, the Paramatman. We are talking about individual self, the self, and the supreme self. So they are all different layers of consciousness. Okay, so they all govern under the Sirian star system, and this is transmitting light, and this all going through parallel changes at the same time. I would like to emphasize this is intense. Again, I always come back to the intensity of what's happening. Now, to give an overview, I'm not going to go into details. It's a lot to comprehend, but where I circled, if you can see on the left-hand side, is where the fifth dimensional energy is operating at. So you talk about the condensed elemental vehicle, the physical body, the earthly, the astral, the lower mental, and the higher, the galactic energy sources. There are much higher sources that one can't even imagine. We are talking about a solar logos monadic body. It goes much higher. We are talking about a 12th level of dimensional shift here and the evolution process. Okay, so I only covered up to here because, again, as I said, it's a lot, and it will take many sessions to go through some of these others. Okay, this is an overview for those who have this presentation later on. You can go at your own. So what I'm showing is the galactic shift is happening at the bottom, and it's going to go all the way up. This is what I'm talking about 3 to 4 years as of now. Okay, bear in mind the enlightened ones are looking towards the monadic transmutation. So we are all going through this transmutation. Now, many ask, what do we do? So next steps. Basic principles of what each religion or spiritual teachings talked about. Abide by the universal laws. Metaphysical laws are essentially important in the phases as we move on the timeline scale. What are the laws? I mean, I've not stated everything here. The fundamental laws, the fundamental way of living, collective way, doing your prayers. Someone asked me before, is prayers really important? Actually, this is one of the governing laws which many people don't know. Either you do meditation or your prayers. One has a different effect to the other. To go into details of this is not the right platform again, but they all yield in a different way. There's many layers of karma, there's many layers of emotions and experience that needs to be cleared. It's a healing process. So they all yield different ways, or you go into a solitude and meditate for those who can. So abiding by the universal laws, spiritual laws and metaphysical laws are essentially important as we move into the timeline scale. And you know what's the beauty of it? That this new timeline coming out, there's going to be new governing spiritual laws that's going to come up. You know, it's going to come up through metaphysical people or people who have shifted in their consciousness. So as we evolve, as humans evolve through this process, the guidance and the grace from great enlightened masters are going to come through. This is an act of compassion. Wisdom is going to be available, but ego needs to be kept in check. Humility is essentially important. Do your practices in whatever way that you can. So the world now is progressed towards a projection of matrix where in a higher level, the matrix has been projected into the earth, multi-dimensional projection that peace essentially is required for our planet. And when peace is projected, what is the outcome? There will be upsurge of energy. There's a cleaning process. So this cleaning process is going to be chaotic, but the end result is going to be beautiful. When and how is a process of evolution. Let's not go into that timeline scale. Let's focus on the present moment. Compassion. Operate from the heart space. What does the heart space talk about? Compassion, gratitude, everything that you have, even a cup of water, it is not your own. It's only given to you because of the grace of God. That's it. You gotta acknowledge this, you know, higher grace. When you put your ego, you're not gonna change. You're not gonna evolve. You know, you gotta open to new perception. Everything that we have around us is only the grace of God. If one was to argue this point, it's simply like, if you have a garden, you are entitled to clean up your garden. Now, God, who created the world, is entitled to this cleanup process. So to question why this is happening is very illogical, you know. If we are entitled to correct our children, God has the entitlement to correct humanity. It's this simple. Don't put too much of logic and intelligence here.
I hope that this information has been very informative and awakening to the circumstances of the change that we are facing. There will be regular updates, posts, and more information and knowledge that will come out. If you would like to listen to more of these videos or my videos, please click like and subscribe for more news and update at BlueRose Malini Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter accounts, and all our social media accounts and website page as well. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.